And this is it. This is the finals of the Holiday Cube Draft 2014. I'm Milo in the booth with Adrian once again. All right. So it's Marc Anderson versus Frank. Frank, we've seen a lot of. Mark, we've seen one match so far.
Frank blows his dice just to get lucky. That's what you get for blowing your dice, Frank. Get out of here.
Are you excited for this match?
I'm excited. This is the finals. We have great players.
Yeah, absolutely. They're fantastic players. You know, two of the most accomplished players at the table. It's also Evil Jim Dice is the YouTuber that Marc Anderson's playing for.
Okay.
And the Fluffy Ones is the YouTuber that Frank is playing for. So one of those two, after the end of this match, is going to win a sealed M12 set.
Wow. This is
so both of you, if you're watching this, send me your mailing address so I could potentially send you something in the mail. Mark leads with the Swamp. Frank leads with the 2-power 1-drop for one.
As usual. That's a hefty prize for these individuals. I'm excited for them.
It's a lot. Oh, a Lotleth Troll. Hello.
I feel like this match is going to go back and forth and back and forth. We're going to see real quick what happens. Here there's a pack rat
on turn 2.
Turn 2 pack rat from Frank. So dangerous. Mark has a discard outlet, and we know he's playing Reanimator, so that could get dangerous too.
Yep.
All sorts of craziness in the Cube Draft Finals. The Holiday Cube Draft Finals. No cheer at all. Just aggressive.
No holiday cheer.
No holiday cheer. Just aggressive.
A couple of Grinches battle it out.
That's right. That's right. Frank's staring at his hand, staring at the mountain. There it is. Plays it.
He's got a Dark Confidant. He's got a Char.
Another mountain. You see that. Here we go.
Untaps the Rakdos Cackler.
post untap phase, but is that a Sulfuric Vortex? Could be. Very strong against Mark's deck, actually. Really shuts down.
You can't gain life, right?
Can't gain life, right? So you really shuts down the Whip of Herbaros.
Yep.
And of course, Big Grizz.
Big Grizz. I feel like to call him Big Grizz, you have to know him.
I don't know him that well. I know him a little bit, but not that well.
You don't know Big Grizz that well?
No.
To call him Big Grizz.
He's usually on the receiving end of Big Grizz.
I hope he's not watching.
Neither of us are
It'd be awkward.
Yeah, in play none.
It is still your turn.
Yeah, Mark kindly reminds Frank that. Hurry up! So Frank's line is interesting here. He could go Pack Rat token. He could go Sulfuric Vortex. He could go Dark Confidant.
I would slam Sulfuric Vortex.
Yeah, right now. Just throw it down there and hope for the best.
But I didn't make it to the finals of Holiday.
Yeah, you can't even speak to that.
However, I am the former Holiday Cube champion. I was the one who won last year, so...
With your blue-red nonsense.
Yeah, with my Shardless Agent into Augur of Bolas.
Frank reads your mind. And here it is. Here it is. Sulfuric Vortex. 2 damage, yes?
Yep. That is what the card does. Because Sulfuric Vortex is the type of card you could just sit on. Make it a thing. Just sit on it.
Painful.
Yeah. I would not want to sit on an actual
Sulfuric Vortex.
Sulfuric Vortex.
Vortex full of sulfur? I wonder if Frank will tell Mark to hurry up here.
Yeah.
Probably not. Decisions.
It's high stakes too.
It is. Oh, here is a Harmonize. That's not a bad option. Fill up your hand a little more. Get some.
See if you can find some enchantment removal.
Right. Potentially grow Lotleth Troll. Right. Get some damage in there. Things like that.
I don't think so. I would be sitting on Lotleth Troll.
Yeah. As a blocker, eh?
Yep. Yeah. And potentially discarding 2 cards.
And he attacks.
That's why I'm not the former Canadian champion.
I think we'll see Grizzlebrand go to the yard here. I think he drew it.
I think he did it as well. I heard that some people were saying Harmonize has been outclassed in Cube recently and probably should get cut. What do you think?
I think it's an interesting choice because it's one of the only great green draw spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it certainly fits well into a non-blue type of deck, non-blue type of green deck, so like a deck such as this one.
This one, yeah. You were right about the Grizzlebrand.
Was that a Grizzlebrand? No.
Yeah, he discarded the Grizzlebrand and the Herald.
Put 2 counters on it.
And Herald.
And Frank goes to 14.
Now there are 2 Heralds in Q. Herald of Anafenza and Herald of Torment.
Not for long.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna add a 3rd Herald.
Now Frank needs to really be careful because his own Vortex might be a detriment to him.
Yes.
Especially with such a large Lotleth Troll in play on Mark's side.
Well, he's got to swing back now.
Yeah, is this a good time to perhaps kill this Lotleth Troll?
He's got a Hellspark Elemental, I think, that he wants to swing in with. Oh, I also see a Thundermaw Hellkite if he doesn't have a land.
There's a Hellspark. There's the Dark Confidant. This is 6 damage.
Yep.
Puts Mark at 10.
One more turn for each one.
Jeez. This might be the fastest finals ever.
Very aggressive stuff from both sides. Another 2 damage from the Sulfuric Vortex. Nobody's gaining life.
Oh, he drew an animate dead.
Oh my goodness.
Too bad he can't gain the life off of it. Yeah.
I think that the Grizzlebrand is not the best target here. Do you?
You think Hellspark Elemental or?
No, I think that perhaps the Bestow creature is better.
I disagree. Why is the Bestow creature better?
Because Grizzlebrand is really encumbered by this Sulfuric Vortex, right? You can't draw 7 cards.
Yeah, but you'd rather have a 6/7 flyer than a 2/3 flyer that makes you lose a life during upkeep, right?
Potentially.
Potentially.
We'll see what he does.
Am I missing something? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, he also has a Hymn to Turok. So what he might want to do is hymn the last 2 cards in his hand first, and then or Eternal Witness.
First he gets Eternal Witness. Gets back
Herald of Torment.
Herald of Torment, yeah. And this is strong too because he can just dump it again to, or discard rather to Lotleth Troll, make it bigger. That's probably the line that he's going to go with. Will Frank block with the...
It has trample, so...
Oh, it does.
But if he doesn't want to die to Dark Confidant, then maybe he will block. But I don't see why you would play it and then... Right? Like, I don't see why you would play Dark Confidant to prevent 1 damage from the Lotleth Troll.
Right, but he's also, again, got to be careful with that Sulfuric Vortex in play. Many a game have I lost to my own Sulfuric Vortex.
Really?
Yes. My opponent just changes gears and...
Yeah, they both turn into beatdown, right?
That's right. And this is what Mark is doing very, very well right now. Changing gears, you know, forgetting sort of about the reanimator route and just pushing damage through with Lotleth Troll.
Oh, and he discards.
There goes 1 card.
Elvish, Llanowar Elves. 6/5s. Animate dead.
I was wrong. there's Grizzlebrand.
6/7 flyer is still pretty solid. But Thundermaw Hellkite taps it. Oh, he takes 4 damage.
Ooh, rough.
Wasn't that land that he needed? Maybe no land.
And this is the problem with the Sulfuric Vortex.
He can stack now. He drew a Magma Jet, so he can stack his deck for the Dark Confidant.
Right. I think he looks like he's 1 damage away. Is he 1 damage away? Is it? Do I see? No, maybe I'm seeing it wrong. So that's not a Searing Blaze, is it?
Yeah, he's at 3. Mark's at 3.
Mark's at 8.
Oh yeah, Mark's at 8. Sorry.
And I see a Magma Jet and
He's 1 mana away, right?
A Magma Jet, and is there a Searing Spear in his hand?
No, it's a Char. So that's 6, 7, 8 with the Sulfuric Vortex, but he only has 4 mana.
I drawn them in the other order.
And the pack art's only 1/1, so that won't do it either, right? So he's 1 damage away.
Yeah. The problem is that Lotleth Troll has trample. Right now, that's the issue.
Unless,
Because he can play the
unless
buttons.
does he bring like Hellspark Elemental? No, he can't do that either, right?
Hellspark Elemental is 4 and a red, right? Do you bring red?
I'm sorry, not is that Hellspark? No, 4 and a red. It's 1 and 1.
1 and a red?
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't be the worst. And then...
So he gets in.
That would be 3.
It'd be 3 plus 2 plus 5 plus not still 1 damage away.
4. Are you sure? Because he would... If it costs 2, he brings it back. He takes 4 damage. 3 from the Hellspark Elemental, 1 from Packrat.
Well, then he just blocks differently, right? Then he'll block the Hellspark, right?
Well, it has trample.
It has trample, so that might be the line there. Right?
And then he would have...
And then Magma Jet, and then Sulfuric Vortex for the win.
Yeah. You solved this puzzle,
Ha-ha!
sir.
And Frank didn't get there, so he'll concede the first game.
Frank concedes.
I really hope it's 1 in the red. Otherwise, I look like the fool.
Yeah, maybe it's not, or else Frank would have seen it. I don't know. We'll see. But maybe it won't matter.
Maybe. So we go to sideboarding options.
That was very saddening.
Black Vice doesn't seem that good.
Not this time. Not this time.
But even though he's got a Grizzlebrand, I still don't think Black Vice seems that good. Murderous Affliction isn't that great because he's got a lot of black creatures. But Relic of Progenitus is pretty good. Relic of Progenitus seems like MVP.
So we've just got confirmation that the Hellspark Elemental Unearth cost is in fact 1 colorless, 1 red. Perhaps it would have worked for Frank.
Maybe.
Who knows?
You know, but that's the sort of thing. He's been playing Magic all day.
And he's under the lights
Under
for
the
the third
lights,
time.
And he's been playing tight Magic all day too, so...
No, that's the marker.
Absolutely.
You make a mistake. Everybody makes a mistake once in a while. And I know last time I did this commentary. By the way, so that you know, last time I did commentary on the Cube Championships. I did a bunch of commentary, and then afterwards read the comments and found out how wrong I was constantly.
So perhaps I'm also constantly wrong.
So we'll see.
Who even knows what's going to happen? Because I know I couldn't sit in this hot seat without sweating and making mistakes.
No, I know.
Nobody wants to see that.
I mean, I'm
gross.
I'm already dealing with anxiety just from doing the commentary on the
so
match.
anxious right now.
But Meeplemart's just been fantastic letting us be here doing the holiday cube draft. It's been a really great time overall, and everybody had fun. Everyone I spoke to had a lot of fun coming here and playing some Magic with some friends.
Absolutely great time. Thank you to Meeplemart. Thank you very much. You're gonna do thank yous later anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
And also, like, if you guys want to get your own cube draft together at home, you don't have to, you know, go this far with it. You don't have to have a cube that looks like this or a store that lets you play there with all your friends. If you want, you can play at your basement with just random comments from Konzaturkir and Return to excuse me, Return to Ravnica and all the other recent sets in Standard. Just build a cube with what you got.
That's right.
You know,
those are sometimes very, very fun.
It is, yeah.
Especially if you don't include any rares. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Pauper cubes, Peasant cubes, they're all really a lot of fun. And surprisingly cheap if you just build with what you have.
Absolutely. So Mark and Frank are taking their time here. They're trying to figure out what is going to help them win the next match, or rather game. I think Mark was thinking about putting Reanimate into his main deck, but has opted not to.
I don't think that would be the right choice because, like, reanimate's the one reanimate spell that causes you to lose life, right?
Right.
That's like the one reanimate spell you don't want to play.
Yeah, and of course Frank, we see as he goes through his deck, has included Relic of Progenitus, a huge card against Reanimator.
Just a fantastic sideboard card.
Yeah, so we'll see if that makes a difference for Frank later on.
He's had 2 matches where it could have potentially been the MVP now. It might be the MVP of this one.
What do you think of Zozu the Punisher? Is that something that Frank should keep in his main deck?
Yeah, I think especially on the play. I like Zozu. Frank definitely needs less lands than Mark does.
Sure. Won't be, well, may prevent Mark from hardcasting Grizzlebrand, as he's done already today.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Craziness. I don't think I've seen Grizzlebrand hardcasting before, but it's not frequent. I don't see it all the time.
Not every day.
Just for the holidays.
Just for the holidays, that's it. It's like a Christmas present.
It is.
Or a holiday gift. Or something.
Usually you don't associate Grizzlebrand with the holidays and the Christmas spirit, but...
If he's wearing a Santa hat, it's all good.
That's what they call him.
He brings you gifts.
Santa Claus.
Life.
Yeah.
Presents.
He's a natural source of life,
He's a natural source of life.
And present. You're so right.
He's really
I can't believe I didn't put this together before that Grizzlebrand was Magic the Gathering Santa Claus.
There you go. He only comes out once a year?
Yeah. Who knows? In the dead of night.
In the dead of night. Yeah. It's terrifying. Right?
He flies.
He flies. Does he have a red shining nose? Who knows? Alright, we're almost ready.
He's a giant hook for a hand. Just like the Santa Claus I grew up with.
That's right. Oh, not quite ready. Still going through.
I'm excited about the new Grizzlebrand
promotional card.
The GP promo. I'm going to pick up one at GP Toronto in May.
Shiny, yeah, GP Toronto. That should be a lot of fun.
I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
Good.
Standard has been great.
Maybe even I will play.
Maybe even you?
Maybe. Let's scrounge up some standard staples.
Also, guys, if you're watching this right now and you live in Toronto and you want to cube draft with all of us after this is over, leave some comments. Let's see if we can get a cube going from just people who watch this and maybe enjoyed themselves. We can all meet at Meeplemart, have a good time, get some cubes on.
Multiple cubes. Okay, here we go. Frank is playing upside down once again. He's very good at that. He may decide he's got a very powerful opening hand here.
He's got the relic.
He's got the relic. Yeah, that's really great against this reanimator. However, the rest of the hand is sort of.
Oh, but Mark's got on them all.
So it looks like Frank is keeping this. Mark is on the mole.
Well, with the Magma Jet, you can always just stack your draw.
That is true. It smooths out your draw a little bit.
Who's the what's the second card? War Name Aspirant?
I cannot tell based on that small sliver of photograph. I thought Hellrider, but
it could definitely be.
Could be completely wrong. And here we go.
Mirror Battlesphere. Hardcast.
Turn 1. Both players lay a swamp. Turn 1.
Oh, Mark has the line, Thought Seize Yourself to animate dead.
Uh-oh.
Like, I don't know if he has that in his hand right now, but he has that in his deck. I didn't
Here's the
realize
Magma
it.
Jet. Smoothing the curve. Getting rid of the top 2 cards.
He puts that expensive 4-drop Falkenrath Aristocrat on the bottom to draw a Thundermaw Hellkite. Okay,
there you go.
Mezavith, too, is such a brutal card.
Yeah, so bad for Frank right now. It just locks down. And it doesn't have a lot of gas right now. He opted to keep the relic, but he hasn't played it. He's keeping it. It's a secret. He's got to be careful for Thoughtseize here. You're right. Even if There's a relic. Mark will draw.
Oh, he's on green now. Sakura-Tribe Elder? No, Lotleth Troll again, who did all the work in the world in the first game.
And Frank is just drawing a lot of land. Here's a Thundermaw Hellkite.
I don't think Mark forgot that he has a Meeplemart in play.
Mark has a Chainer's Edict in his hand. I think this is going to be bad for Frank.
Oh, he put in the Kokusho and the
Reanimate.
Yeah. Eternal Witness, Mirror Battle Spear.
All sorts of really great cards right now. There's the Chainer's Edict.
The long game definitely favors Mark.
Absolutely. And unfortunately Frank hasn't been able to do much for the first 4 turns.
He can discard a creature right now and reanimate it.
He can.
That's crazy. He can put a Mirror Battle Sphere in play right now if he wanted to.
He does not. Chooses not to do that.
Oh no, he can.
He can because of the relic.
Yeah, sorry, I'm stupid.
now, Milo. It's been a long day.
It's been so long. Alright, we've got Goblin Rabblemaster.
We have gas on the table. Here we go.
That guy is going to get untapped.
Have like an inevitability on his side, right? Where there's too much life gain, there's too much creatures coming back from the graveyard, and it's like...
How frustrated would you be if you're at the finals of a Holiday Cube draft and you have this Reanimator deck, you have Putrid, Lotleth Troll in play, and Reanimate in hand,
and a Relic of Progenitus.
Yeah, and across the table from you is a freaking Relic of Progenitus.
Valid strats.
You'd be like, why is this card even in cube? This is a stupid sideboard card.
And yet, so good right now.
Amazing. And it was good against Ian too. It should definitely has a place.
Absolutely. And you can draw a card off of it too. And cycle it.
After you eliminate the threat, right? The reason why.
Yeah. Not only is it good in Legacy, it's good in Cube.
Does it see a lot of play in Legacy?
A little bit in the sideboard sometimes.
Sometimes. Is there a Reanimator in Legacy?
There is.
What do they use to reanimate?
They use Exhume or Animate Dead. And they bring back all sorts of nonsense, like Iona, Grizzlebrand, Typhon Tyrant, Llanowar, all sorts of fun things. It's very rewarding to put in.
Yeah, you feel good.
You feel good.
What's the best creature to reanimate?
I'd have to say Grizzlebrand. It just you're able to sort of draw so many cards afterwards, and even if they deal with the Grizzlebrand, you can just oftentimes do it again after you've drawn those cards. Right? That's why a deck like that plays 4 copies of it, whereas they only play 1 copy of Iona or 1 copy of Llanowar. It's very situational.
It's true.
Grave Titan's also great.
The Eternal Witness, because he wants him to exile.
So he's baiting out an exile trigger from, or actually activation of Relic of Progenitus.
Yeah,
right?
that's what he's doing.
Oh no, passes. Because of course Frank can stack the Relic in response. So perhaps the Eternal Witness here is just
because that's what I would do.
Really, right?
I would have then done the discard Kokusho,
right,
and try to reanimate it. He would have exiled it with the relic,
and then the next turn you have time.
Yeah,
to do something else.
That's what I would try to do. But Mark is better than I am, so I'm going to trust him on this. We've got a Gnarled Scarhide on a Goblin token. And Frank puts an Elemental token into
play to represent a Goblin.
Even though we have every token in the world right next to him. But this is the finals. He doesn't really care about the little things. He wants to win this.
I care about the little things.
I care about the little things too. See? Sometimes my favorite presents during Christmas are the stocking stuffers.
Oh.
Is that really an odd thing?
Yeah.
Oh, they let people kind of wrap up tournaments.
You got a Maze of
He's
It.
gonna fill it with tokens.
He's gonna block.
It makes sense.
And then he's gonna Maze It the other guy.
Yeah, he's gonna put shields on it, regenerate, right? And then decides not to Maze it with the other guy. Wants to leave it, take the 1 damage, leave it tapped for a crackback, perhaps.
Maybe afraid of a ninja?
Troll can't block it.
Not sure.
There's a reason though. We'll find out eventually. Mark will leave it in the comments, I'm sure.
So that was a Whoop of Urgros, right? Off the top?
Not the worst thing in the world.
Nope. Gives him more options, more lines, right?
Yep. Then you swing in with Eternal Witness. No, maybe not.
Potentially.
Yeah, what he's gonna do? Block with Rabblemaster?
Yeah,
Seems bad.
Seems unlikely. Although that leaves him, that leaves Lotleth Troll really unprotected, right?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have regeneration mana up. But really, he could probably afford to just untap the Rabblemaster using the Mesabith and not really have a blocker up. And that should be fine too. He can even ditch a card to Lotleth Troll in order to make it bigger and block the token if he needs to. So there are other options. And gaining life now is not a bad idea. He doesn't listen to anything we're saying, and this swings in with the Eternal Witness.
We're about to find out what the next level is.
Yeah, this is... oh, past turn, alright. End step. Still end step.
Oh, he exiled his own Thundermaw Hellkite.
Interesting, interesting.
That's a really... I think that's good.
That's a fantastic
solid.
play, so, because
that's
realistically...
Yeah, thinking
he
ahead.
has no way of bringing it back, and Mark has every way of bringing it back.
Yeah, it doesn't have to attack.
And Frank switched the elemental for a goblin. Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. You're listening to us.
Make a goblin, they must attack.
Alright. Maze, regenerate.
Shields,
Got a million turns.
and
Frank got 2 lands and a mystery card.
pass turn. Swamp.
That's not the worst card for Mark. Mark's
No.
actually probably pretty happy about that. Now he can play the whip and regenerate a lot.
Right. Sorry. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do.
Sweet. I finally called one.
Vile otters! They're just calling these plays.
Can't draw a card anymore.
You know, if Mark wins this, he won every event.
Don't remind me.
Frank's
No.
put a...
Congratulations to Mark if that's the case, but it's not over yet.
No, of course not.
Can never discount tall Frank.
I would never discount the other.
Can never do it. He beat Ian with 2 lands in play. 2 lands!
2 lands in play, that's exactly right. It's tall 2 lands Frank now.
Now, did Frank board out his Incinerate? I don't remember. I'll have to take a look later on. Because that would be very, very good against this Lotleth Troll.
You're not going to take a look later on. You're going to go home after this.
Hey.
There's no way you're going to take a look after it. When this match is done, you're done.
I don't judge you, dude. Here's the Regeneration Shield.
Yep.
So Frank is very slowly whittling away some damage,
But then he's gaining life.
He's just gaining life. I don't like that attack by.
He has to. All got other goblins.
Oh yes. So that's unfortunate, really.
Yeah.
Because now this Whip of Urgros is really going to cause some problems. As it has been doing all day. Except for Mark. Causing...
Mark's like, did you mark down that gain 2 life off the whip?
Did you, like, just mark it?
Broken. It's not good. We're gonna be here
It's
all day.
Evolving Wilds is what Mark did.
Not a bad mana fixing option, considering that Ian took all the other ones.
Yeah, it's so true. Left everybody with nothing.
Nothing, right? Exactly. So,
Poor,
can.
poor Chris Gerardo had to play mono white because of him.
Shout out to Chris. We love you, Chris.
Yeah.
So now what?
So I think I don't know. I'm not sure what Mark wants to do at this point.
Mark is definitely
he's in the driver's seat.
Well, he's contemplating every move, and that's good. That's how he's managed to have success, right? So again, that Kakusho is tempting.
Just gonna crack it for a land. Get that forest covered in snow. What is Frank doing? Oh, he was tapping the deck. It was fine before it even
finished shuffling. Yeah. So here's some action.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be big
a big turn here. Yeah. So we're gonna have a reanimate targeting the Kakusho. 2 cards in his graveyard, so he has to crack Relic now in order to get rid of the Kakusho target, right?
Oh, because
you can't just simply tap it, right?
If he taps it, that means that
it's choice, right?
Oh, it's choice.
Is it bottom or top? Yeah, so the relic will target Mark, and then Mark will choose which card he wants to remove. So because there are 2 cards, Frank has to crack Relic using 1 mana and remove all graveyards from the game, and then draw a card. That's the only option he has, unless he just wants it to resolve.
Yeah.
Which might be an option.
He loses 6 life.
Yeah.
He gets a 5/5 flying lifelink. When it dies,
yeah.
Drain 5. It's tough.
So in this case, it goes to the graveyard.
But now he gets the Mirror Battlesphere, and
this is the line you were talking about earlier, right? And then he's now able to just push through with all of these tokens.
Yeah, he had all the mana to do it that turn.
Yeah, so he's just waiting for that mana, and it'll be very difficult now for Frank to recover if there is an attack. Well, here's coming in for 4. He's going to gain 4 life.
Big 4.
Frank needs to draw that Jawclops.
Like now.
Yeah.
Right now. It's not a Jawclops.
Maybe he can survive a turn. Let's see. What Frank is considering.
Did he draw? He drew a card off.
Oh, that's it!
That's it.
And that's the match. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Adrian, for hanging out with me.
Thank you for having me.
And let's go congratulate Marc Anderson.
Congratulations, Marc Anderson. You've won every event I've hosted this year. Do you have any words for the people who play Cube? How they can master Cube and destroy all of their friends constantly?
One thing that I was doing with my friends for a long time, we were all kind of trying to get better at the same time, and we just started playing a little more serious. Like no takebacks, and then if you start to realize, okay, I get punished if I make a mistake, we all started playing a lot better and we all improved. It also just helps to like play Cube every once in a while, and I did some pretty serious perusal through your Cube on Cube Tutor for the last couple of days, and I guess it paid off.
Who gave you the hardest time? Who was the one barrier that once you got past, you were able to take down everything?
It was actually round 1 against Maya. I lost game 1, and her deck looked really good. Like she had like Scavenging Ooze and Courser and a sword protection from green and black. And I just thought, oh geez, you know, losing round 1, have to 3-0 even then. Luckily I pulled that through. She got a little bit mana screwed game 2, and we had a pretty reasonable game 3. But she actually gave me my toughest time probably.
Thank you all for watching, and if you were championed by a player, make sure to send me a message through Facebook or YouTube with your address so I could send you something in the mail. If you weren't championed, that's okay, because we have an upcoming raffle video where you could win a few Cube staples for yourself. For Meeplemart and Mile of the Gathering, happy holidays, everyone!
Happy holidays.